What's up? It's Tam, and I'll be your guide as we take this deep dive into the collective consciousness. So prepare your inner and outer spaces to receive and enjoy the vibes. Okay, so I just really had, I wanted to get on here real quick just to point out that in my New Earth video, um, I did let y'all know that there was going to be a second coming of this pandemic, and it was not going to be by any outside means, but from that y'all had got around the same time is when this the new outbreak will seem worse because it's coming from within. Added to the fact that if you go to them, it's going to be even worse. So the chaos will be created during this time. We'll have people running to get these, and other people forced to get these, and it's going to be mayhem as they implement their solutions to the problems that they created. I got another video to show y'all of what's happening in China right now and spreading out to other parts of the world.
Some pretty incredible breaking news coming out as we have an alert in 11 U.S. states of the new mystery pneumonia also that is spreading globally around the world, and I'm going to be sharing with you the latest headlines coming out in the past 24 hours to get you caught up, as also the United States is saying they are now urging Congress to suspend China travel amid the uptick in respiratory illness. I'm going to be covering these headlines as I mentioned with you. Now, in addition to that, we've also received word that Republicans urge Biden to suspend that, and as I mentioned, 11 states have high or very high respiratory illness. Map shows where sickness is spreading. This is in the United States. In addition to that, you guys, we've also heard that this is spreading globally. This map reveals all countries hit by the surge in pneumonia cases, dubbed the white lung disease, as China plagued by the bug. And also, another country is added. Another European nation reports mysterious pneumonia outbreak in children following reports in China. It is France. France joins Denmark and the Netherlands in reporting increased cases of pneumonia among kids. And so this came out just yesterday. Republicans are urging Biden to suspend the China travel amid the uptick in respiratory illness, and new information coming out on the uptick as they're saying that this respiratory illness is not only hitting children, but it is also hitting adults. And they're saying that there is official loss of life that is being reported. It's coming out, leaking out slowly, and a lot of people, again, are concerned because it is beginning to feel like a repeat of what took place 4 years ago, almost this exact same time. And Sandy Feta is saying, why are they saying it is not connected to China? Sandy, there is a lot of gaps right here, and a lot of people are saying that we cannot believe what is being said. Let me know your thoughts. Put a 1 if you feel like we cannot trust China at what they're saying. There is misinformation coming out. Put a 2 if you feel like we can trust China. But right now they're saying it's not related, it's nothing new, yet we are seeing this spread. Now, I'm going to take a look at this article with you very quickly here. And it says that the Senate Republicans called on President Biden to restrict travel between the U.S. and China in response to a rise in respiratory infections among children in China. So they are saying stop travel to China. The U.S. and China should not have travel because they're concerned that even though China is saying that this is not contagious, this is nothing out of the new, they're saying we do not trust their word. And why? Because of what we saw 4 years ago. Since mid-October, China has reported an increase in respiratory diseases, which officials attribute to the lifting of the pandemic restrictions. Chinese authorities have said that these infections are being fueled by known pathogens, including the flu, RSV, and the prior pandemic, and a common bacterial infection caused by Mycoplasma pneumonia. So they're saying not to be alarmed. Don't worry, this is just, as they said before, as a result of restrictions being lifted, and this is concealed, this is specific to China. However, I'm going to be sharing with you some articles here in just a second that are raising eyebrows. Now, in their letter to Biden, however, Senate Republicans repeatedly made a reference to the mystery and unknown illness that is affecting children in China. As you know, the Chinese Communist Party, or the CCP, has a long history of lying about the public health crisis, they said. So, members of Congress are saying, as you know, China, the Communist Party, has a long history about lying about the public health crisis. During the pandemic, the CCP, obfuscation of truth and a lack of transparency, robbed the United States of vital knowledge about the disease of its origin, they said in a letter. So if you are questioning China, if you're somebody that put a 1 in the comments, you are not alone. Members of Congress are now saying this as well, and they're saying stop travel immediately to China. The World Health Organization, or WHO, is monitoring the situation in China and has requested information on the disease clusters among the children. And as I mentioned, we're now hearing there is loss of life, and we are hearing that this is no longer subject to just children, it is actually showing up in adults as well. We had heard the elderly, but now we're hearing that this is spreading. We should not wait for WHO to take action, given its track record.
So here we are.